Peace, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to this Real Doctrine Google Hangout. I'm your host, Carl Abbott, and you have now an entire hangout. And this one is entitled "The Star Chamber Calls Out the Conscious Community." Carl Abbott, right? On Bambaataa. You know, the conscious community call themselves, giving this man 72 hours, so on and so forth, bluffing, they held the press conference similar to that they just gave Griff, where he, did very poorly in his press conference. You know what I'm saying? Did and said some things he shouldn't have did, and that's the tale of the tape. They were saying that, Bambaataa should have came to them first, like Griff did. Arguably, like Griff did. So on and so forth, people. But Star called him out. I don't know if y'all up on it, but, me, myself, I follow things, pay attention to, certain people to see what's going on in the world. And it's on a title that you wouldn't expect. But see, when you listening and paying attention to stuff out here, you run up on things that you wouldn't expect. And this is what I found today, this audio right here. So
we will also talk about KRS-One, who recently said during an interview, in Birmingham, England, the UK.
So we got KRS-One in the UK. He over there slick talking about, him, Bambaataa, and other people in hip hop is infallible, and that no repercussions or no type of things of that nature can be reproach, I believe is the term he used, not repercussion, but reproach can be had on him, and so on and so forth for Bambaataa. He's taking up for Bambaataa. You got Poppy came out today and asked, it's KRS-One, his lover, so on and so forth. So Poppy has also, spoke out about what KRS-One said, in this cyber age, someone could pull out their camcorder, they little, phone or whatever, and record you, load it up, video go viral, especially with news like that. So though he was in the international market, it still, made it over here to the US, and people feeling some kind of way about it. But this is what Star is introducing the conversation with, the KRS-One comment.
Anyone who has a problem with Africa Bambaataa should quit hip-hop, quote unquote. I'd like to get an update with regards to the Africa Bambaataa.
So what did he just say? Because I'm pausing it. Let me rewind it so y'all can get the full gist of it. Right? He said anybody diss Chris, KRS-One. Right? He said anybody got a problem with Bambaataa should quit hip hop. Once again, I don't believe that Africa Bambaataa is the founding member of what's called hip hop. I don't believe that. And even with all the elements that Chris, KRS-One himself, added to it, I know he ain't the father of street knowledge. I know he ain't the father of the other elements that he added on, 5 elements, right? So let's listen again. I rewinded it. So he said, if you got a problem with Bambaataa, you might as well get out of hip hop. Well, once again, I don't think what people doing today is too much hip hop, but I guess that's what they call it. It's kind of like Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali. Which one? Malcolm Little or Malcolm X? Which one do you acknowledge him by? The one he want to be called, right? So anyway,
Birmingham, England, the UK. Anyone who has a problem with Africa Bambaataa should quit hip hop, quote unquote. I'd like to get an update with regards to the Africa Bambaataa quagmire that I launched, I brought forth. This received a lot of traction nationwide. Where is this now? The conscious community was talking about doing some type of trial. If I'm not mistaken, Ali Muhammad has started talking to Sanada. Peace to Sanada, pardon me. He sent me a text last week. And I thought that the conscious community was going to do some type of trial on Africa Bambaataa, but I've seen nothing. I've heard nothing. KRS-One has now made a statement. Is he telling niggas to shut their mouths? You ain't doing shit to Bambaataa? Where are we with this?
So he kind of asked the question if Chris was telling Sanetta them, bag up before you get smacked up. KRS-One is known for running up on people. He ran up on stage with PM Dawn with a couple goons and, the hip hop history on that. But as you see, clearly called Sanetta out. He really didn't know how to say his name. But he know the guy. He just don't know his name. Right? He's becoming familiar with him.
What is this now? The conscious community was talking about doing some type of trial.
Some type of trial. He got it right. Ali Muhammad said he's a part of his organization, and before he can make some moves, he have to deal with things in a legal way. So since he's a part of his organization, they were supposed to bring him up on trial. You don't hear Sanetta talking about this, but he tried to run with this story for a while and say child molestation is the biggest danger in our community and so on and so forth, to make sure y'all stay subscribing and watching them videos as he tried to talk to people about their molestation and how they was molested and stuff. But you see his heart not really in it, because if his heart was in it, he would be pushing the issue. And I know he heard a bit about KRS-One by now. He would have came on today instead of showing all them old pictures and stuff and talking about way back when. He would have been broadcasting this, because soon as I seen it, I broadcasted yesterday. Soon I heard about it, because KRS-One, for some reason, is still trying to uphold this man, call him infallible, and said no reproaches should happen to him. Truly, quote unquote. He was trying to put him under a certain banner of being untouchable. So if Sanetta really cared about the molestation of our children, this, that, and everything else, he would have been on it. Because word on the street spread quick. Word on the internet spread quick. You telling me you don't have red pill, blue pill, any of your other associates watching and listening for what's going on in the community, informing you? Somebody informed him. He just figured some things was more important than the greatest threat to our children from his own perspective. So he called it. He got it right.
The conscious community was talking about doing some type of trial. If I'm not mistaken, Ali Muhammad has started talking to Sanetta. Peace to Sanetta, pardon me. He sent me a text last week. And I thought that the conscious community was going to do some type of trial on Africa Bambaataa, but I've seen nothing. I've heard nothing.
I seen nothing, nor have I heard anything. They pushing irritated Gina into Zariak. Why it take so long to have that event happen? That should have been didn't happen. Proceeds should have been went to some organization for child molestation or whatever. But I mean, how long do it take? Do you have to wait long to get the venue? Why they just didn't go to Sanetta and sit on the couch and put up the presentation and talk about it, since it's such an urgent matter in the community and stuff? I don't know, people.
KRS-One has now made a statement. Is he telling niggas to shut their mouths? You ain't doing shit to Bambaataa? Where are we with this? Good evening. Who's on the line?
So that's all we need, people. So you see, he called them out. Would Sanetta be answering? You know what I'm saying? You know, so would Sanetta be answering it back, or would he be on a rampage tomorrow talking about, you know, put some respect on his name? We'll see, people. I'm not gonna stick with this long, you know, for the most part. I just wanted to update the community. You know, some of them, they never get the information until I put it out. So for those trolls and those watching, you know, here's the latest update. Y'all can run with it. So with that said, you know, please, people, I mean, stick with the subject and title this in the topic over here. If you could do your best, don't promote anybody else or anything, you know, on this page. I'm just asking, you know, do what you please. Everybody grown. But you know, that's just my wishes, that people you know, don't promote or talk about too many people on this page. You know, I put a subject and title up, and that's what I want to talk about. You can ask me questions, you can make statements on it. It's all good. But when you bring other people into the dialogue, it tends to make people want to leave this show and go check out something else or whatever. Ask me how I know, because when I go to other people's shows, I market and promote myself and do stuff. You say I'm a hypocrite? Nah. They ain't asked me not to do it on their show. So therefore, I got the freedom to do it. I'm asking y'all not to do it. You still got the freedom to do it. But I'm just asking. You know, you have not because you ask not. But with that said, peace, everybody. Be safe and everything. You know, I'll probably talk about Poppy tomorrow and how he addressed it and everything, and play audio from that, you know. So with that said, peace.